Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. This is episode 2, and you might notice a few differences. I've got myself an iron chestplate and a shield, and we also have a beautiful wandering trader here, and the dolphin is just jumping still. And so I did a little bit of work between episodes. You'll notice that this now goes right the way down to Y11. And I have this chest, so I did a tiny bit of resource gathering. I'm actually going to start this off with a 1 hour mining session, but this is just what we got from what I did between episodes, and I'll just quickly show you this. So I've got a lot more resources in all of these. I had some iron smelting up, but that's all done now. But I have this. I'm planning to put a minecart down here, but we're going to have to wait until we get a little bit more iron before we can actually do that. But you'll notice I have this little hub down here. We got some strip mines started, but nothing much has come out of there. I still haven't found any diamonds, but I'm gonna go on this 1 hour mining session, and I will talk to you guys when I'm back. I'm gonna sort out my my stopwatch, and yeah, I'll see you guys after the mining session. Hello guys, and welcome back. I have been a little bit busy, and that is because, as I was recording, unfortunately, a bit of the footage got corrupted. Now, you've seen me go down to Y11, and you've seen me introduce the mining session. I did the 1 hour one, and I came back and I decided, okay, let's carry on recording. Let's just carry on. And during that time, my recording software crashed, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But this is what we got. I've split it up so I've got what I want for my enchantment table, and then I've got my obsidian for the nether portal, and 9 diamonds spare. I've got myself a diamond pick as well, and I killed a skeleton. He dropped a bow, and then I actually left there, and I went and got a treasure map. Now this was part of the footage that was lost. You can see I've sort of explored over there now, and whilst I was exploring, I found some cows and I brought them back. I made myself a little simple cow farm, just a simple cow crusher. Now I can't actually open this, I messed up when I was building it. But I am going to leave that until a later date because I don't actually need to go in that chest for ages because I need to wait for these boys to, well actually I'm waiting on my wheat because this farm is very slow. And I'm going to need to upgrade this. I'm going to do that next episode though. I think in this episode, what I want to do is firstly just have a look at my piggies. Beautiful, they're growing up. We're getting a bit more of a population going. But yeah, you gotta love it when OBS crashes and just loses everything for you. I'm actually gonna go gather some kelp because we are still running low on food. Now, kelp is awful food, but it is food, and that is something we are very short of. So let's gather up all of this. I should probably remove that crafting table down there at some point, but that's for another time. Let's grab all of this kelp. And I would like to create a kelp farm, but not quite there yet. I'm going to create that down here, I think, and because it gets quite dark down there, I don't even think I'm going to cover it up. But sadly, before we can get the kelp farm going, we're going to need some observers. Now, observers require quartz and redstone and cobblestone to build, and the main one there is quartz. We haven't gone to the nether yet, so we don't have any quartz. So I'm just going to set this to go, munch on some fish, but I do think it is time we took a little bit of a look at the nether. So let's craft ourselves a flint and steel and grab this 10 obsidian. We're going to make the poor man's nether portal. And I'm not actually sure where we're going to want to put this, because I don't want it in my base because I hate the noise. So I think we're actually just going to chuck it. somewhere around over here. It also means that if any pigmen come out, I don't have to worry about them, you know, messing with all my stuff. Maybe even stealing some stuff. You don't know what they're up to. I think I'm actually going to want it sort of hobbit hole style. If I go like this, and then bring this one more inside, and then hopefully this does not reach the surface, so that, yeah, we don't have to look at it. I don't really like obsidian as a block. It's pretty ugly. Now, those of you who follow a little bit more up to date with the Minecraft update will know that 1.16 is coming out relatively soon. It's not out yet, so when it actually comes out, we're going to have to reset the nether so we can get the new nether biomes. Now, hopefully we get an okay spawn, and that noise is ridiculous. Ow, oh no. Oh no. We're gonna die. Oh, one heart. One heart. Not one heart, half a heart. We don't even have one heart. Okay. Do I have another? I do not have any more arrows. Oh no. Okay, let's, I am messing up this place. Oh my god. Okay. We send that one back. Nearly got that one. Close. Come on, let's get the achievement. Return to sender. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab that levels. But also, what you might notice is that my levels are a little bit lower than they once were, and that is because whilst I was getting that treasure chest, I actually got killed by phantoms. And then I had to find my base again because I actually wandered quite far from my spawn point. In between me booting up the world and starting, obviously I had that little sort of cinematic start. I just wanted to start that way. But let's hope this will link back to where I was. I'm not going to check it out yet. I would like to get a little bit more quartz. But yeah, I died. The first death of the world, and it was because of phantoms. Because I had no food, I couldn't regen, and it sucked. I was getting chased by phantoms. It then obviously was night when phantoms come out, and I was in desert, and then a bunch of the desert zombie people, I can't remember what they're called, they were chasing me, they hoarded me, and I nearly lost everything to a cactus, but luckily almost all of my stuff survived. I don't think I lost anything important, at least. But those damn cactuses. This is an okay nether spawn. If I just remove all of the damage, all of the damage that bloody ghast caused me. Alright. I would love it if there was a nether fortress close, but I do not see one. There is not too many pigmen over here, which is quite nice. Oh, not again. Okay. Yes? Oh, what a shot! And I actually got some gunpowder off this guy. Sadly, no ghast here. But that raises a question. What are the ghasts? What are they? Because they sort of look like ghosts, I guess, but they sort of make baby sounds. But then they're massive. Like, if anyone knows, then tell me in the comments. I'd actually be very, very interested to see if anyone knows, like, the background to them. But I think this quartz vein should give us enough. I don't want to mine too much because hopefully I'm going to get a fortune pickaxe relatively soon. I can come back and gather up the rest of what I need. But we're getting our levels back alright. There's some glowstone quite close, and I do have a few blocks. And there's a deadly gap there. Lovely. Yeah, let's have a little bit of an explore. Let's try not venture too far because I have a relatively good sense of direction, but in the nether, everything just looks exactly the same as everything else, and I just get lost. I've spent hours in the Nether at times where I've just lost my fortress and my portal, and I was just strolling and I couldn't find it. And that is something that the new Nether update with the new biomes is actually going to help, because I believe you can find broken portals so you can get back to your overworld a little bit easier, and it means that if, say, you forget to bring your flint and steel and a ghast comes out, you should be able to actually get back. There's a new challenge that's, I believe, going to be bred up, which is starting in the Nether, and if you'd be interested in me doing a, a little, side project where I start in the Nether and try and work my way out, I would also actually be interested in combining that with a hardcore Minecraft survival let's play. So if you're interested in that, then let me know in the comments. I'd be very excited to do that. But that will all obviously come with the 1.16 update, which isn't quite out yet. Just gonna have a look over here quickly, see if there's any fortress. No, it doesn't look like it. But this does look like an absolutely perfect place for a pigman farm, because you can literally just build a little tiny structure there, and then we can just build a spawn-proof tunnel back to our not fortress, I keep saying fortress, back to our portal, all under the ground. And then we could actually start farming gold, and some of the pigman farms that you can make are actually insane XP grinders as well. But that gold is also going to be extremely important in 1.16 with the piglins and hoglins. I'm not 100% on it. I haven't been keeping too up to date on the 1.16 update. I like to just explore it myself and discover all the new features myself. And actually, I think whilst we're in the Nether, it'd be quite useful to grab some of that soul sand if I can find a little bit of a safer way down. Let's see if we can go down here. Okay, yeah. If we just dig down through this part, see if we can get any of this soul sand, because that opens up bubble elevators, and that is just such a satisfying way to get up and down, especially with my base being, for the most part, underwater. I guess it's underground, but I believe at the bottom of my mine it actually just straight goes into the ocean, because I found a few ocean ravines, and like, I can't remember what the technical name is, but they're the flooded ravines, and they're both very cool and very annoying. But let's see if we can get this soul sand, because if I could create a bubble elevator going, there we go, perfect. We can create a bubble elevator going to and from my mine. My shovel just broke, that's annoying. Just punch out a few more of these. Yeah, if we could create that, that'd be incredible, because we are still very early in this survival let's play, and I'm planning on this going a long way. I don't have anything set in stone plans wise, but I have a couple ideas. I never ended up making a proper underwater base using the conduits introduced in 1.12, so I'd be very, very interested in doing something like that, at least for a section of this. I know that's not exactly new content for Minecraft, but it's new to me at least, and I think that'd be very cool. I also mentioned on day one that I wanted a ocean monument, and the reason I want that is because one of the most difficult and annoying farms to make is obviously the ocean monument farms, and you can get unlimited blocks, building blocks, prismarine, dark prismarine, everything. You get sponges from them, and that would be incredible if we could make one of those. That would be so cool. It's a massive project, but it's a project I would, project I would like to have a go at least. I'm not sure how well I would do it. I tend to be relatively limited on time as far as like outside of recording time. I don't have like all the time in the world. I do obviously have my own stuff. Oh no, don't drown. Okay. Well, luckily now we can sleep the night away, and I'm just gonna butcher this guy, because squid ink is something that is actually going to be very useful, as I'm going to be trying to make a massive, massive base using a lot of concrete, and the concrete I really like is that the dark grey. The dark grey concrete I just think is an absolutely incredible block. and the black concrete itself is also just so nice. But yeah, so we now have our quartz, and I think what I'd like to do is actually have a go at setting up... Oh, dried kelp. Is actually setting up that kelp farm I just mentioned a couple minutes ago before we went into the nether. And if I just grab this, grab some more resources, and a bit of this, and a bit of that, I should be able to make at least a decent amount of pistons. And there we... Oh, those are not pistons. So if we were to make, say... Let's go with 12 by 1, I think it would be. Perfect, 12 of each. So I believe a kelp farm should be relatively easy to make, and that's just going to feed us for the time being. It's also just, I actually quite like the dried kelp block. I know there are a lot of opposing opinions about it, but I would like to put the pistons going here. Hopefully without drowning. And I might actually have to do a bit of block breaking here, which is going to be silly to do it without a shovel, I know, but that's that. And then the observers are facing the wrong way if I do that, so let me go grab a shovel and dig out a little bit of a space behind that, and I will be right back. Okay, so this should be just about enough space for me to place the observers facing the correct way. Don't run away from me, please. Yeah, so this is going to be a very, 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 very basic design. All it really requires is these to be facing the correct way. I don't want to drown. That was a little bit too close for comfort. Alright, dive back down. Let's try and get this done. Whoa, just made it back up. Now, I just put some glass on to smelt. If you just cover this top section with glass, then you should just be able to place a little bit of redstone behind, and it should be functional. It should be enough glass. I'm going to take a little bit more just in case. So if you place the glass just over here, and dig down just behind it. And if we just remove these blocks, I believe it should be as simple as placing a block here and a redstone above it, so the observer will see the update when the kelp grows, send a signal to this bit of redstone, which should power the block. I'm bad at redstone is an understatement. It's something I'd like to be better at, and this is one of the purposes of this survival Let's Play, is going to be me trying to figure out this redstoning by myself. So, if I throw down a bunch of these, and I forgot my redstone. Gonna have to figure out a way to get out without flooding that with water. Oh no, the sun is going down. So, I wonder if this will work just as it is. Now this shouldn't break any redstone, so this should be a nice way to get up and down. Now if I trigger a block update, it should, hopefully... Perfect! I did it! Oh well, I did a redstone thing. Ah, I am proud of myself. As long as I don't die here. I made it. So, if we just place the kelp going here, and then just mock this going up, so if you just go bang, it'll break all of that, and this will all float. Oh no. I wasn't watching my bubbles. This will all float to the surface. But the surface is not exactly where we want it. So, I'm gonna try and figure out a little cheeky way of doing that, and I believe it's gonna involve the magma blocks we just gathered from the nether, but my stuff went so far, oh my goodness. Okay, let's gather up all my stuff, because I wasn't watching my bubbles. See, I was watching my bubbles that time. So, theoretically... I take it kelp can't just grow on these, can it? No. Maybe I will just have to gather it at the surface then. Ouch. So this will trigger it, it will rise up. Very interesting. Unless I were to drain another section? I'm not sure. I reckon I'm going to figure the rest of this farm out in between weekends for now. In between weekends? In between episodes. Hopefully coming out daily, so hopefully you don't have to wait till the weekend. I don't actually know what day it is today. What is the day today? It is Thursday by my recording date, so yeah, hopefully it'll come out before the weekend. But yeah, this is just a very, very simple kelp farm. I'll just have to listen out for the piston noises and just run around here every time I hear them. So this episode was a little bit of a weird one. I hope it will be in between too short and too long, i.e. the correct length. And we got a lot done today. Sadly, some of it was not done on camera. Obviously my OBS crashed, which is what I used to record. So we actually do have some cows finally, which means we can start getting leather and start thinking about the bookcases. And speaking of which, let me just quickly place down some sugarcane farm, which might... Sorry, not sugarcane farm, some sugarcane, which might give you a little bit of a hint into what I'm thinking about doing for next episode, which will probably sneak in there. Yeah. Sugarcane, leather, kelp to eat currently because these piggies are not growing up fast enough, and neither are my carrots. Can any of you breed? Oh yes, you're all grown up. Babies? Babies. There we go. Give me that XP. Yeah, so in between episodes, I'm probably going to be doing another mining session. In the comments, just say if you're actually, would rather see that recorded, because I really wouldn't mind doing that. It's a easy episode for me. All I gotta do is just mine, but I think the majority of people will say that it is a little bit too boring, and in which case I would actually agree with you. I don't find mining episodes all too good, and I'm also going to be doing a little bit of fishing. We got this fishing rod from the buried treasure as well, by the way. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, episode 2 of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya. Fishy, come to the rod. I wanna eat you. Oh! Okay. Maybe fishing is going to be a little bit more fruitful than I thought. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.